Hello friends, this video on natural resources part 13 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now let's move on to the next important natural resource, which is soil. Soil again is very important because it is a rich source of many important nutrients which are needed for growth of plants. So soil is a reservoir of essential elements. Soil is an important resource that decides the diversity of life in an area. That's because soil is a rich source of several minerals. Now the question is, from where do all of these minerals come into the soil? So the first thing that we can think of when we think of soil is plants, because we plant them on the soil and soil provides all the minerals that they need. So let's try to understand from where do these minerals come into the soil. So we will discuss this under soil formation. Now these minerals which are now present in the soil were actually present in the outer crust of the earth. So if you look at the structure of the earth is made up of different layers. Inner core. So core itself is divided into two parts, inner core and outer core. Then you have the middle mantle and then you have the outer region, which is the crust. So this outer surface or the outer layer of the earth is rich in minerals, and these minerals are now present in the soil. So basically these minerals are present in the rocks which are present in the outer crust of the earth. Now let's see what happens to these rocks. Now due to the sun, the rocks get heated up during the day. Now when the rocks heat up during the day, what happens? They expand. So during daytime, the rocks get heated up. As a result, they expand. Perfect. Now what happens at the night? So at night time, the rocks cool down. So what will happen when they cool down? They will contract. Now, the problem is that the amount of expansion and the amount of contraction is not the same. So maybe it might have expanded more and then it contracted slightly, or it might have expanded slightly but then it contracted a lot more. So the rate of expansion and the rate of contraction is not the same. As a result, what happens? As a result, like it is something like this. If you take an object, you expand it a lot and then you contract it a little, or if you expand it slightly and then you contract it a lot. So when you do this kind of uneven contraction and expansion, as a result of this, cracks develop on the rocks. Now, what does the cracks indicate? So presence of crack indicates that now the rocks can break down into smaller pieces. So the moment cracks develop in the wall of your house, what does it indicate? It indicates that now cracks are there, so gradually the wall might break down into pieces. Right? So the same thing happens here. The cracks develop on the rocks and gradually the rocks break into smaller pieces. Now, how do these rocks break into smaller pieces? So here, water also plays an important role. Now, sometimes very fast flowing water, these water might enter into the cracks of the rocks. So when the water enters inside the cracks of the rocks, for example, let us say that this is a rock. Okay, so it developed some cracks like this because of uneven contraction and expansion. Now water entered inside these cracks. Now when water forced themselves inside the cracks, what happened? The cracks got widened up. So the next step is that the cracks widen up. Now when the cracks gradually widen up, what will happen? The rock will break into smaller pieces. Right. Secondly, when you have fast flowing water, this fast flowing water carries the rocks as well as pieces of rocks to different places. Now these pieces of rocks actually lead to the formation of soil. So soil is nothing but those pieces of the big rock. So it has all the minerals that the rock had. It is just that now it has it in a powdered form. So now the flowing water carries the rocks or the pieces of rocks to different places. As a result of this, soil is found at different places. So it is not that soil is present only at one area. So soil got carried away to many different places. Wind has also played an important role as far as carrying away of the rocks is concerned. So flowing water and wind, both of these have together kind of taken away the rock pieces or the rock particles to various places. Therefore, the soil which is found at a particular place, its parent rock might be at some other place, because they have got carried away to different places. Similarly, there are certain living organisms like lichens and mosses. Now, these lichens or mosses, they generally grow on rocks, and they release certain substances that cause rock surface to powder down to form soil. So basically, they release certain substances that help in conversion of rock into soil. So they help in breakdown of rocks. So soil is nothing but bigger rocks broken down into a powdery form. So that is soil. And what helps in their breakdown? Primarily uneven heating by the sun, and along with that, flowing water, wind, lichens and mosses, all of these support the formation of soil. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.